Monty, come on!
Girl, I gotta make sure, trying to make sure I'm right. All right?
Are you?
Yeah, you good?
I'm good. I'm the one that's sitting here waiting.
Let's make it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm
Alright. Hey guys.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome to our channel. We are Love at First Flight, aka Lanasia and Monty.
Not in the nature, but yeah, you get the point.
Anyway, first of all, welcome to our channel. We are so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for subscribing to our... Start over. First of all, thank you guys so much for being here. Subscribe to our channel. It's freaking crazy that people want to even come and see little old us. Want to know about us.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Today we are taking it back to the beginning because we realized we didn't really introduce ourselves. We just kind of like popped up at the party.
We'll take it way back, y'all.
So you guys have been dying to know, especially on our Instagram, which if you're not following us on Instagram, go ahead and follow us at Love at First Flight _. You guys have been asking us to like tell more about ourselves, so that's what we're gonna do today. We took a couple of questions from Instagram. We have them written down here. The most appropriate questions that we could find.
Y'all be wildin'.
Definitely be wilding out. But let's go. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first question, we kind of already touched it. Our names, Lanasia and Monty, and where we're from.
You go first. Ladies first.
I hate being asked where I'm from. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I literally know nothing about Chicago, so don't ask me. I don't say I'm from Chicago. I moved to Florida when I was like 2, and I spent the majority of like my early life there. So I always say I'm from Florida, but I did go to junior and high school in Mississippi. So I guess technically
You're a country girl from Mississippi.
I'm not country. Yeehaw!
Is it my turn?
Go ahead, where are you
All
from?
right. My name is Mahdi.
Monty?
Mahdi, M-A-H-D-I. I was born in New Orleans. I'm a Virgo.
No one asked you about your
Oh,
zodiac
sorry. Well, I was
sign.
saying I was born, so anyway. I was born in New Orleans. I did move away when I was a little baby, but I moved back. Huh? You know, I'm telling my whole story. So I moved away. I lived in Michigan for a couple years, Oklahoma, then Atlanta, and then I moved back to New Orleans. But I moved back when I was pretty young, like 8 years old, and I've been there ever since until I met this one. That's my story.
That's a long story. No, it wasn't. It was.
All right, next question.
Okay. Someone wants to know, what are our ethnicities? Black.
I'm African American.
Bliggity. Black. Black.
I don't know what I'm mixed with.
He has no idea. We're black. I did though. I did do
No,
one of those
we're black.
ancestry
Come on.
tests. Yeah, I'm still black, but like it gets broken down to a lot of places in Africa.
I'm pretty sure it does.
From Egypt. Yeah, but
That's
also
some Egypt in you.
I had like 5% Irish too.
I know I got some Japanese.
You think you have Japanese just because you have small eyes.
All right, come on.
Anyway, how old are you? You go first.
Woo.
Let me dust off the cobweb.
Believe it or not, guys, your boy is a strong
50.
29. For real though, I'm 37 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, big 37. I know I don't look it.
I am
37.
I am a young and fruitful 20.
You're 28. She never know her age, so
I'm
used to it.
27, I
You're
think.
27. You're making 28.
I
so-
always want to say 28 for some reason.
Yeah, you're 27.
I'm 27. You heard me? How did we meet? Let me tell my version of the story because his version is always very different. We worked at this like sales company, and I hate, like, if you don't know me, I'm not really a morning person. I'm working on that as I get older in life. I'm a lot more pleasant in the morning now.
Okay.
Anyway, so one day at work, I was walking in with my RBF. If you know, you know. So I walked in and like Monty was standing there with another coworker. I walked past them and Monty was like, why do you always look like that in the morning? And I'm like, Why do you look like that in the morning? Like, I don't even know him. Like, I don't even know who he is. I know his name.
You knew who I was.
I knew he were because, like, when they would say, like, awards and stuff at work, like, he would always get awards because he was a overachiever of sales. But I didn't know him. Like, I never spoken to him a day in my life. So when he's like, why do you always look like that in the morning? I'm like, you want to fight? Like, what? How are you coming at me like that? Anyway, I'm like, because I don't want to be here. Duh. And he's like, well, when you see me, you need to smile more. And I'm thinking, like,
I didn't say it like that.
yes, you
No,
did.
you're
When
not
you
about
see
to
me, when you walk past me, you need to smile more.
I did not say it. You're not about
The
to have these
audacity
people
of men. I don't even. Yes, you
think- I
did.
didn't say it like that.
You probably had a smile on your face,
I
but
was
the way
nice.
I took it was like,
No,
you need to
no,
smile.
No, I was
That's what I wanted
nice
to do.
about it. I just wanted to see you smile.
Why
You should be
me?
happy.
Why do you want to see me
I want to see
smile?
everybody smile. But you always walk by in the morning like that. And I'm just like, life too sweet.
Yo, kumbaya. Tell the real story. Talking about life too sweet.
Anyway,
you didn't even
you
know
was
me.
dragging it though. You was dragging it though.
Dragging what?
But
The
that is
wagon
how we
behind
met.
me?
I don't know what you're talking about. That is how we met though. Can I finish it?
Yeah,
Because
go
you was
ahead.
taking all day. So from there, you know, we started this, like she would be sarcastic with me and I'd be sarcastic back. It was like this back and forth banter for a while. But,
Every morning.
Yeah, every
I'd
morning.
be like, hi, Marty.
Yeah.
Good morning.
She was speaking to me though, y'all. Anyway, eventually it became like a, you know, what you doing for lunch thing, and we'll continue our banter at lunch. And before you know it, I couldn't have lunch without her. Or she'd get mad at me, and vice versa. But anyway, everybody knew we were a couple before we knew we were a couple. And she finally one day said, okay.
Did you know we were a couple?
I didn't know because, you know, you never know with her. But I knew that she didn't want anybody else but me. Okay.
Next question. Our first impressions of each other. I thought when I first started I guess getting to know him, I thought he was a little stuck up. Like, peasants. No, I just felt like no, he thought he was hot.
Oh, you thought, because I was with
That's
him.
my first impression.
Yeah,
I thought you were
that's fine.
like Mr. Cool Guy, like don't nobody tell me anything. I'm just saying. What was your first impression of me?
You were just this mean chick. I thought she was beautiful. I thought I'd said that from the first time.
Was?
Huh? You are. You're even more so now.
Who picked you?
I just thought you was, you know, you were like mysterious. You had like this mean face, but I just knew you were like a sweetheart because it's just, you know, talking to you and stuff. I'm like, this girl really not like that. So I was just on a hunt to find that sweet, you know, that sweet side, and I did. And you still get sour too. She was a Sour Patch.
That is probably one of my favorite candies.
Yeah, I can see
Sour
why.
Patch Kids. I am a Sour
But
Patch.
that was my first impression of her, and it's still my impression of her to this day.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and move on. What's your zodiac sign?
So as y'all know,
I am the best sign that there is. I'm an
Say that,
Aries. Aries, the first zodiac sign.
but- Okay,
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm an Aries through and through. Like sun, moon, stars, wind, fire, all the things are Aries.
And I'm 1,000% Virgo. I'm a Virgo. My dad's a Virgo. I think his dad
Your
was a
dad's
Virgo.
dad's a Virgo.
Yeah, so I'm just like true Virgo to the T.
Which is really weird because Virgos and Aries, you would think are complete opposites.
We are very.
We
much
actually are
opposites.
complete opposites.
I think it has a good balance though. She's very spontaneous, and I'm very detail oriented, and I gotta make sure everything is right.
very level-headed.
Yeah, so I kind of balance her out, and she kind of, you know, brings that wild side of your boy out. So it's a good balance.
I'm pretty level as well.
What?
Next question. What do we do for a living?
That's a loaded question.
That is a loaded question. So actually, we are content creators and influencers on social media.
More on the content creating side.
No, I think we're more on the influencer side.
Tomato.
Potato. We get paid to travel to different hotels, travel to different countries, and create content for brands.
Content creators. Just saying.
We might get asked to come and stay at Four Seasons in Hawaii. In turn, they'll take care of our stay. They want us to create photos and reels and take, I already said photos, and just kind of like share it on our social media platforms. It's basically marketing, social media marketing, but we're freelancers.
Exactly. Love at First Flight is our company. It's our Laugh LLC. That's what we do. We market social media for other companies. And
so it's not just like, but most people have the like misconception that we just travel and we get paid. It doesn't happen that way. Like we travel to get paid.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Definitely. And look, I'm gonna tell you, because I gotta tell y'all this. Like we work more now, way more than we ever worked for any company in our lives. Like I never worked this hard.
Hands down. There's no off days. As an entrepreneur, because this is the only way that we make money, there's no days off. I think since we quit our jobs, which was last year in February. March. We quit our jobs March 2022.
Had about 3 days off.
Yeah, we've had about 3 days off. So we're going on almost a year with 3 days off. And while we are still traveling, like we're going to freaking amazing places, a lot of that is work, and then you enjoy like a small, I mean, no, not even that. We enjoy the job the entire time because it's like, who gets to travel to Africa and like go on a safari for work? But
it has its stresses, you know, it has stuff that you have to, like any job, you know, there's things that make it complicated, but it's a good time. I wouldn't. This is a dream job, you know. To get paid to do what we do is definitely a dream. Together.
That's like
we're with each other all day, every day. This is like my best. She's my best friend. She's my everything. She gives me my love, affection, my stress, my. Nah, she's everything though. I couldn't ask for a better life.
You're gonna ask anyway.
I don't know, but let's go. Next question.
How did you get into travel vlogging / content creating full time? What led to it? So
is it my turn?
Yeah.
I thought
we were both answering questions.
No, you was answering all the questions.
I was not. You talked each time.
I did?
Go.
Okay, what's the question one more time?
Nope.
Say it again.
No.
What's the question? Come on.
You see how you are?
Come on, camera's rolling.
Doing all that nonsense, you don't even remember. How did you get into travel vlogging / content creating full time? What led to it?
I feel like we kind of answered that question already because you carried your answer. Anyway, so I don't know how to answer that. Basically, we started.
So you should have let me go.
Nah, we started. So it started as just us traveling and enjoying our vacation, and we was taking pictures and stories on our Instagrams. We had separate Instagrams at one point in time. So many people started asking us about our trips, and we're gravitating to the stories and the photos. And somebody had the bright idea to join the pages together and create Love at First Flight, and that's when we started documenting it full time. Well, it was full time documenting. We still had jobs.
Yeah, we very much still had jobs, and that's kind of what led into us like getting into content creating full time. Is because we were trying to balance working 40 hours at our corporate job and trying to get into the influencer and content creator world. We had brands that were like actually reaching out to us, and it was like opportunities we couldn't pass up. So we would like take on this brand deal and then take on another brand deal, all while we still had work. So we would travel, create for the brands, and then get home, like get on an airplane and go straight to work. It just was like really exhausting.
Shout out to our old bosses though. We had some super cool bosses that allowed us to, take that time off, and as long as we got back to work, when we got back to work, it was all good.
Literally, that's all they cared about is if we were productive. We literally traveled once a month, every
Twice
month
a month sometimes.
for a year almost.
Yeah.
And our bosses were like, they were very supportive of our dream of being content creators as long as we knew how to balance the two. So we were lucky in that regard because many people don't have that opportunity, and you usually have to choose between the two, and eventually we had to choose between the two because work was getting in the way of content creating. So
work started getting in the way, and I think financially the content creating started to surpass work.
And less work. It was
less work, yes. So, but more work. So yeah, that's that.
What was our first trip together?
Our first trip.
And how did we come up with the name Love at First Flight?
You want to talk about the first trip?
Our first trip was to Puerto Rico. We went for my birthday. It was our first time ever traveling together. We decided, actually we were still working at this time. We went with our company that we were working for. They had a property in Puerto Rico that we really wanted to see. And we had some points that we earned from work to cover.
We used my points.
I'm gonna knock you out.
It was your birthday though.
Okay, I said we. Anyway, so Madi had some points that covered our stay. So all we had to do was pay for a flight. We got there and it was freaking incredible. The property was beautiful. We booked some excursions. We did bioluminescent kayaking.
That was like the last thing. We did horseback riding.
I didn't say it in order.
That's like the finale.
Leave me alone. You asked me to tell it, didn't you?
I'm just trying to, come in and...
That was the last thing we did.
I'm just double.
It doesn't matter.
Right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Bioluminescent.
No, now I'm starting over. So we did horseback riding. We went to the El Yunque National Rainforest. It was right after a storm, so we couldn't explore that much. We did some mini hikes because we didn't really hike, but we found waterfalls. What else did we do? Bioluminescent kayaking, which is incredible.
That was
highlight of the trip. Yeah. It just kind of made us fall in love with each other because you really learn a lot about someone when you travel and take them out of their element and out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, it's just it's y'all too, against the world. So y'all experiencing these new experiences. You got each other to lean on, and you learn so much about each other. You learn a lot about yourself. You do. Together, yeah.
You learn what somebody can tolerate. We experienced a lot of firsts together. I think that brought us really close together.
Conquer some fears.
Yeah, because we kayaked at night.
That was so scary.
That was terrifying.
Look, they made us take all of our stuff out. We couldn't bring no cameras, no nothing. We had to lock it all in the car. I was like, what?
They're about to rob us and throw our bodies in the ocean.
And leave us out in the ocean. It was pitch black. Oh man, I don't even want to think about it.
But it was freaking incredible because once we actually got over that fear, I'm like, all right, we're here. This is what traveling is about. Let's do it. We went full throttle. Kayaking in the dark, and the water is glowing up around us.
Crazy, like a Disney movie. Remember the movie Little Mermaid when the Sebastian the Crab was singing
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't stop now. Don't try to hide it out. You wanna kiss it, girl.
I can't sing it, y'all, but the fish was glowing in the dark. The sky was full of stars. It was so many stars, and
we almost didn't make it. You remember that?
Yeah,
because the drive. We put the address in our GPS, and it took us to a cemetery.
Took us to a cemetery. I said, oh no.
Some foreshadowing that I was not about.
Yeah, that was cool though. Oh.
That kind of led us into how we came up with Love at First Flight.
Yes. So we were sitting back when we decided to merge the pages and
join forces.
Yeah, join forces and be a super couple. We started thinking about what our page would represent. We just started thinking back to how it all started. And I was like, man, it's just like we fell in love on our first trip for traveling together. And then it just hit me. It slapped me so hard. Ah, yeah. It was like, oh, snap. Love at first flight.
Oh, my God. Wow.
It was just that simple. But somebody actually has that name. That's why we have the underscore.
Also, Love at First Flight was a TV show. We had alternative names, though.
What was that? I don't remember.
It was Together.
Oh, it was some wild.
Everywhere. Something, yeah.
She had this lovey-dovey one. What you had? It was something super lovey-dovey, but there you go. That's that story. What else? This is fun. I'm enjoying this.
If y'all are not in agreement on deciding where on the next trip, who and or how do you make the final call?
So just to give y'all an understanding of how we do this, at the beginning of the year, we write down our top list of places that we want to go, countries that we want to knock off the list. It can come from anywhere. Pictures that we saw, like this would be the most epic trip that we can take this year, blah, blah, blah. From there, we kind of break it down to what time of year it is, when is it best to go to a certain place at a certain time of year. And from there, it's budget, hotel brand deals, and stuff like that. So a lot of things go into it.
Yeah, it's not really like us deciding where we're gonna go, because it basically boils down to like if it's a good time of the year to go, if it's a cheaper time of the year to go, where do I want to spend my birthday, where does he want to spend his birthday, and then we kind of base it around brand deals.
Sometimes around the flow of the page too. Like, you know, if you went to somewhere tropical, it's like, all right, let's switch it up, let's go somewhere where it's not tropical. Which brings us to our next trip. I can't wait. I'm not gonna say where we're going, but we're gonna get some snow. we never went to the snow. This is our first time going and experiencing snow together. That's gonna be exciting.
I'm not okay. I hate the cold. Make sure you guys have your notifications on. That way you catch the next video and all of our adventures in the cold. What keeps you guys individually motivated, and how do you guys incorporate that together? I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
What motivates me is just being in a financial position of strength, because I don't come from a family that had a lot. So being able to give back to my family, that's something that I would like to do, take care of my mom for sure. Also, I just like finer things in life, and I feel like I work hard for them. So that's what motivates me, is to be able to provide myself with the things that I desire. And I want to have a family, and I don't want to have to struggle. So that's what motivates me.
What motivates me? Well, first and foremost, I have a daughter. She's 13 years old. She's a beautiful daughter. And just to be able to have the schedule to see her more and be there and be a part of her life more is a big motivation. Like having a job and having to work all the time, you know, missing out on Christmas, Thanksgiving, summers because I had to work. Just to be able to not have to worry about that, you know, and have her and just spend time with her as much as I want to when I'm with her. That's like the ultimate win for me and the ultimate motivation. But also being able to be my own boss and not have to answer to anybody.
Amen.
On my own schedule. It's like, especially for a Virgo, any Virgo know, like we like that schedule. So I wake up at a certain time. I don't have to worry about waking up at a different time for work. I don't have to worry about missing anything. It's like I wake up at this time every day. I go get my gym on, get my morning coffee. Then she wakes up because she wakes up super late.
I do not wake up that late.
I
woke up at 8 a.m. today.
In comparison to when I wake up.
Well, you're old.
Don't say that. Don't do that. But yeah, so those are the things, you know, I'm so grateful to be in a place to do the things that I want to do and be there for my daughter, be there for my family. And like she said, like I just want to, you know, continue to grow and be able to, you know, take care of my mom, take care of my family, you know, help my sister out, my brothers. Just, I'm looking forward to where this journey is going to take us. Sky is really the limit.
I think my biggest motivation though is freedom.
Yes.
Just like overall freedom.
I think we defined that
every
with the
regard.
other things we
Yeah.
said. It's just about the freedom. Yeah. Definitely. Anyway, guys, that's all we got for this one.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because you should.
What? This is not the last of these beautiful faces that you will see. Catch you on the next trip.
What she said.
That's why you just let me take the reins
Yeah, you got this
sometime,
part.
because
My fault.